Welcome back to the show, Extra Rich. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button next to it so you're notified whenever these videos drop. On the menu for today, we have mild crash out, but for valid reasons. I'm going to miss our Nashville friends so much. Okay. Let's jump into it, shall we?
We're getting ready to get the heck out of the United States, and this is our last day in Nashville. And over the weekend, we had a goodbye party and say goodbye to all of our friends. And then today is the last day my daughter's going to see her best friend. And I said goodbye to her parents, and we love them so much. We've become such good friends with them, and it was so unbelievably hard. But they are such special people. They're planning to meet us in Portugal in the spring. And then also we're planning a Disney cruise in 2026. And I am just so grateful that they want to put an effort in to stay close with us. And then my son's best friend, I am like best friends with his mom. I love her so much, and we're planning to meet up, and she's planning to come to California while we're still there. And these people are so special. Like, having people that want to make the effort to stay in our life while we want to do something so crazy is like wild. And they are so supportive, and they're like, you guys are gonna have the best time. This is like something that's so special and unbelievably supportive. So it is just so lovely to know that I don't have a lot of friends, but the ones I do sure do mean a lot to me, especially as an introvert. I don't let very many people in, and gosh, I'm just bawling my eyes out right now. I'm gonna miss them so much. So much. Oh, this is the hardest part. This is by far the hardest part about this. Other than saying goodbye to these people, I am so freaking excited to get the heck out of here. Anyways, I need to pull myself together because I'm going to the dollar store to get road trip like goodies for my kids, some crayons and stuff like that to keep them occupied, because literally in the middle of the night we're gonna wake the kids up and we're gonna head to grandma's in California, and I cannot wait to get there too. It's such a mixed emotion saying goodbye to Nashville, which I love so much, and then going back to California where I grew up and my like best friends that I've known forever are there. It's just such emotion, so many.
I don't think she mentioned exactly why she's leaving, so hold on. I want to play this back a little
Last
bit.
day in Nashville, and over the weekend we had a goodbye party and say goodbye to all of our friends. And then today is the last day my daughter's going to see her best friend. And I said goodbye to her parents, and we love them so much. We've become such good friends with them, and it was so unbelievably hard. But they are such special people. They're planning to meet us in Portugal in the spring. And then also we're planning a Disney cruise in 20. My son's best friend stay in our life while we want to do something so crazy is like wild. And they are.
So it's not sounding like she explained exactly why she's leaving. I can make some assumptions, you know, but she didn't exactly say why she's leaving. Now, her comment section is cooking her. Golly. Oh my goodness. Y'all got to see this. Look, look, look. Check this out. America keeps winning. These videos make me so happy. Our country just got better. A few less Democrat votes. This is what winning looks like. Everyone leaving and moving to another country are doing it. Hey, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, you know, because if she is a leftist, and I don't know if she is or not, we can make an educated guess, right? But we don't know with 100% certainty because I don't think she mentioned it during that video exactly why she's leaving. But can make an educated guess. There are it seems like a lot of people on the left, Democrats, that are leaving this country because I guess we're under authoritarianism or fascism and Trump's a dictator and blah, blah, blah. Even though the fact that you're posting a video criticizing Trump online, not this video specifically, but there are some people who post videos online criticizing Trump while saying he's a dictator. If he was truly a dictator, you'd be gone after posting a video like that online. You can't criticize dictators. So that kind of destroys their whole thought process right there anyway. But, I find this stuff interesting. America stays winning. God bless America. Trump making America greater by the day. Imagine feeling this way after living 4 years of Biden and Harris. I don't recall conservatives moving away or throwing temper tantrums. Nashville wins. Oh, she commented. Oh, so maybe she is. Because here's a comment. Maybe she is a Democrat. Nashville wins, and then she comments, I will still be voting in Tennessee. Imagine your parents taking you away from your entire childhood because of their inability to cope with living in a free country where you have every choice under the sun. Parents need help. Imagine being, and this was her response, imagine being this, goodness gracious, I can't read today. Imagine being this pressed over a family choosing joy, adventure, and actual freedom. My kids aren't missing a good childhood. They're living a dream, but thanks for your concern. Due to reasons I made up in my own mind, I projected misinformation onto my children and forced them to leave their lives and friends behind. Caption fixed. Fix yours. Due to my deep need to feel superior to strangers, I wrote a fake narrative to feel better about my lack of adventure. There you go. So, I don't know. She's talking about adventure, but then she also talked, what was her last comment? She also mentions actual freedom. So I don't know if that's a reference to, the whole thing that leftists are saying, Trump's going to be a dictator type of deal. I don't know. We actually, I think she might be a Democrat. Bless your heart for thinking this movie is about one man. Wait, hold on. Here we go. This is what selfishness looks like. Willing to uproot your kids from their friends, from their schoolmates, from their lives, all because a man got voted as president that they don't like. This right here is the far left in action. Bless your heart, young lady. It's funny. You never hear a Republican saying they are leaving America because a person got voted as president that they didn't like. And she responded, oh, bless your heart for thinking this move is about one man. It's actually about giving my kids the world, not just the classroom. Sorry that looks like selfishness when it's really just courage with the passport. So maybe she's not a Democrat. I don't know. I'm confused because on one hand, it kind of seemed like she might be. But then that last comment that I read, it kind of seemed like she just wanted to allow her children to experience the world. And I'm all for that, right? I'm all for experiences and, traveling, I love that. And I think that's something cool for children to learn, right? Because there's a lot to learn outside of a classroom. As a matter of fact, one could probably argue you could learn a lot more outside of a classroom than in one, right? There's a lot of things in daily life that aren't really taught in a classroom. And I feel like there's a lot of pointless things being taught in classrooms that 99.9% of the population never use another day in their life. So, as far as that goes, hey, listen, travel the world. If financially you're able to do that and you're able to provide your kids an experience like no other, I'm not mad at that. Now, like I said, I feel like there are a lot of Democrats that are doing that simply because of Trump being president, which, hey, if you want to dip out because Trump is president, you're a Democrat. See ya. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Honestly, I think Uncle Trump needs to, Congress really, but I think Trump should come out and say it and let the Republicans in Congress pass it. But I think there should be a bill signed for funding for any Democrat who is unhappy living in America and thinks that there's other places on this planet that are much better. We will pay for their ticket to wherever they want to go, and we will also provide 3 months of their rent wherever it is that they're going so they can kind of get back on their feet wherever it is. The only requirement is you renounce your citizenship, and you're not allowed to return to America for at least 5 years. But on the taxpayer dime, we will pay for your flight in the first 3 months of your stay wherever it is that you want to go. I think that's a phenomenal idea personally, but y'all get in the comments and let me know what you think. And like I said, as far as this young lady, I think she just wants to allow her kids to have an experience that, quite frankly, most kids don't get to experience, right? I never traveled the world as a kid. Honestly, I still haven't. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. If that's truly what that is about, and that's what it seemed like based off that last comment, hey, I commend her for that. because it is scary, traveling to different places that you're not familiar with. It's a different culture, sometimes a different language, and different things can happen, especially when you're not in America. So yeah, hey, more power to her. And it looks like she has a husband. I saw a ring on her finger, so she's got a man by her side. So hey, I ain't mad at that. Family traveling around the world, I approve. But do you? Let me know. Peace.